Hello folks, let's walk through step by step of cataract surgery of our case. Our patient is suffering from posterior polar cataract, which is usually associated with high complication rates. Our patient is already painted and draped. We have applied the eye drape, maintained sterility, and applied the speculum so the eyes can remain open. What you see here is the red glow. What is red glow now? So when the microscope light falls and then it gets reflected from the retina, you get this orange yellow glow, which is called the red glow. In the center, you can see the posterior polar cataract. Now here in this video, in one hand I have one earbud and the second hand I have a MVR blade. I am making two side ports diagonally opposite. One is at the 12 o'clock and one is at the 6 to 7 o'clock. After making the side ports, I'm injecting something called lidocaine, basically numbing agent, so that we don't have to give any injection to the patient. We only use eye drops and this ocular injection intracameral. After the injection, we are putting viscoelastic substance inside and outside the eye. So this is the cornea. We are putting visco on the cornea and inside the eye to maintain the eyeball and also so that we can see clearly. Now I'm taking a spatula, I'm holding the eyeball and I'm doing a CCC. Now what is CCC? CCC is a continuous curvular capsular hexis. Now this is the cataract. There is a capsule on the cataract and below the cataract. Now above the capsule, above the anterior capsule, आगे वाला capsule, we have to remove it with a procedure of CCC. So you see slowly with a 26 number bend needle, I'm trying to open and make a continuous curvular capsular hexis. Mind you, the aim here is to be slow and meticulous so that we don't have any breaks. Now once my CCC is complete, I am doing an entry inside the eye. Now entry is done with a keratome. It is a blade where we make a self-sealing incision so that we don't have to take any sutures. The next step is hydrodissection and hydrodelineation. Now here we pass a jet of fluid between the capsule and the nucleus. I am being cautious here because we don't want the posterior polar to rupture. So I am being slow and this is what you see. Once I do this, you will see a golden ring. See, can you see a golden ring? Here the nucleus is separated from the epinucleus. So basically cataract has different parts. One is capsule, then inside that we have cataract. Now cataract is also divided into cortex, which is outside, then the epinucleus and the main core, which is nucleus. So now I am not dialing the nucleus because it's a posterior polar cataract. Just directly in one hand I have a dialer, which is an instrument to support and chop, and the second hand I have the phaco probe. I am trying to make the vertical trench on the nucleus. Basically it is like a digging the nucleus in the center to understand the depth. Once the trench is made, I am dividing the nucleus into two. I am not doing much movements as it is again a posterior polar. As I told you, I am not doing much movements in the same. Now slowly I am trying to make one more piece. So I am grasping my cataract with one hand and I am maneuvering the pieces inside the probe. So you will see I have divided the piece and I am eating it slowly by slowly, one at a time. This is how the cataract nucleus is emulsified, and that is the reason we don't get to see the whole nucleus outside. So here I have already eaten the half of the nucleus. Now I am rotating the other half so that I can feed it in my probe, and again slowly and gradually I am dividing into multiple more pieces and slowly eating or emulsifying one at a time. Now I've removed the nucleus and I'm trying to absorb the epinucleus. Again I'm putting some viscoelastic between the cortex matter and the residual epinucleus. So then my maneuvering becomes smoother. So now the next step is irrigation aspiration of the cortex. So here we use a bimanual cannula. One port is irrigation and another is aspiration. And we slowly try to peel off the residual cortex matter. Here folks, still there is a chance of posterior capsular rent. So again, the key is to go slow, be ready for any complications if any, and manage it well. So here again, as the cataract is in the center, I am trying to peel off gently and not completely, so that all the cortex is loosened up at one go. In such tricky cases, always you should be mindful that any step you will have to change your next step or be alert or do something different. Okay. So now I'm changing my hands and doing the another 180-degree of the cortex. So again, same meticulous procedure, I'm going slow. I don't want to completely peel it off, but I want to slowly loosen the whole plate of cortex and residual lens matter. So folks, you see here, this whole plate is out, and at last I have eaten all the cortex and I see there is no rent. The posterior capsule is intact. After injecting viscoelastic substance, basically we maintain the shape of the eye. Now folks, the eye is ready for IOL implantation. Here the patient's lens is plus 22 power, and here we are injecting the viscoelastic in the front of the nostril. Every system has a different mechanics. So here we are making the lens ready for implant. After the lens is ready, we are injecting the lens directly into the anterior chamber. So the whole nozzle is inside the wound. And here you can see slowly the lens is moving forward, the haptic is unfolding, and so is the optic. After that, we are dialing the lens in the bag. And once it is done, we are using a bimanual cannula. One hand is again irrigation and another is aspiration. And we are removing the residual viscoelastic or any lens matter. Once that is done, we hydrate the wounds so that there is no leakage and we don't require any sutures. Hydration is done with a jet of fluid, and we see that it is self-sealing. The anterior chamber, the shape of the eyeball is maintained. Once that is done, we are ready to remove the speculum and our surgery is complete. So here you can see folks, our IOL is well centered. The 3 Purkinje images from the microscope is falling in the center. And yes, this is how successfully we have managed a posterior polar cataract surgery. Thank you for watching our video. Stay tuned. If you have any doubts, queries, or you've liked the video, please leave a comment.